What is something that you worried about when you were a kid, but now as you're older, you realize I don't actually have to worry about that? For me, it was maybe come to the realization that when I sleep at night, I don't have to pull my blanket all the way up to here, that it's okay to like let your face breathe a little bit, like nothing is coming to get me. And even if it does, like peeking out of my blanket isn't really going to help anyway. Well, so I'd be a question. I'd love to have you respond to that. What's something that seemed like a really big deal when you were younger, but is maybe not such a big deal anymore? Also, maybe another kind of question along with that that we could ask today is just if current you could give some advice to younger you, what advice would you give? That's something that we've been talking about in our high school group this past week, and then something we're going to follow up with in a few weeks once we're past the Easter holiday. There are things that would have been really helpful to know yesterday or the day before or last year, and we didn't know those things, but now we know them now. And that's kind of the tough part about life sometimes, is you get the lesson after you would have liked to have had it. And so you see this in books, you see this in movies, you see this in TV shows, just this idea of people going back in time, right? If I could just get in a time machine and let past me know what's going on, it would make all the difference in the world. Unfortunately, as best I can tell, unless somebody has information I don't, a time machine isn't coming anytime soon. However, we can be a time machine to people who are younger than us. And so my challenge, my encouragement for myself and for you today is to be the person that you needed when you were younger. And that can happen when you are in 8th grade and interacting with a 4th grader. That can happen when you're a senior interacting with a 6th grader. That can happen as an adult interacting with a teenager or a child. But be the person that you needed most when you were younger. When you do that, you get to kind of do for somebody else what you wish somebody would have been there to do for you. It's not exactly a time machine for you, but it's like a time machine for someone else, and it could make all the difference. So anyway, I hope that helps. I want to encourage you, look around. Who has God placed in your circle of influence? Who can you make a difference in this week?